Manny Machado, Nolan Arenado, and Jose Ramirez stand today as the big three of active third basemen, each forging a path that appears destined for the Hall of Fame.
Ranked 6th, 7th, and 8th, respectively, in career wins above replacement among active position players, trailing only Trout, Betts, Freeman, Goldschmidt, and Judge. Their talent is undisputed. However, the trajectory of their careers, particularly their financial and geographic destinies, reveals starkly divergent paths. Machado is the financial apex of this trio. Fearing the cost after the disastrous Chris Davis contract, Baltimore met little effort to retain him. Machado capitalized on the open market, signing a substantial 10-year, $300 million deal with the San Diego Padres in the cold winter of 2018, when the free agent market was generally depressed. 5 years into that deal, the Padres, during their peak spending frenzy, preemptively bought out his opt-out clause, adding a massive 11-year extension. Machado's deal now stands at 15 years and $457 million.
Guaranteed through his age 40 season, Machado's career earnings are projected to reach $492 million, a monumental figure that sets the standard for the modern superstar contract.
Nolan Arenado took a more winding road. In 2019, he signed an 8-year, $260 million deal with the Colorado Rockies. However, the relationship quickly soured, leading to his contentious trade to the St. Louis Cardinals. Shedar. Seeking to prove his loyalty to his new team and wanting to retire in St. Louis, Arenado waived his opt-out clause after the 2021 season, even adding $1 million to the contract to slightly lower the average annual value.
Guaranteed through his age 36 season, Arenado's lifetime earnings currently sit at $310 million, but the Cardinals chapter closed abruptly.
Arenado is now a journeyman, having recently donned the uniform of his third club, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Contrasting these two giants is Jose Ramirez, the epitome of small market loyalty. Signed by Cleveland for a mere $50,000 bonus in 2009, Ramirez quickly became a cornerstone alongside Francisco Lindor. While Cleveland offered Lindor an extension near the $200 million mark, Lindor felt compelled to leave, eventually signing a $341 million deal with the Mets. Ramirez, however, chose a radically different path. Immediately following his first full season, he signed an incredibly team-friendly 5-year, $26 million deal, which could stretch to 7 years and $48 million via club options. 5 years later, rather than exercising those options, Cleveland replaced the deal with a 7-year, $141 million contract, a contract estimated to be $50 million below his true market value. Ramirez willingly accepted less, famously stating that being happy playing in Cleveland was more important than the additional $50 million.
His loyalty culminated in a subsequent deal just a few years later, where Cleveland voided the remaining 3 years and signed him to a new 7-year, $175 million contract, the largest in franchise history.
Combining these extensions, Ramirez is committed to Cleveland for 11 years and $247 million. His lifetime earnings stand at $272 million through his age 39 season. In summary, Machado tops the list with $492 million guaranteed through age 40. Arenado is next at $310 million through age 36.
Ramirez lacks financially at $272 million through age 39, but his value to Cleveland is immeasurable.
Since Haidar 2021, Ramirez has arguably been the most productive of the three, ranking 4th in WAR alongside Lindor and behind only Ohtani and Judge. Machado ranks 15th, and Arenado 35th.
Ramirez's decision provided Cleveland fans with a much-needed icon, breaking a generations-long streak of losing franchise cornerstones like Albert Bell, Manny Ramirez, Jim Thome, and Lindor to larger markets.
He is set to become an eternal Cleveland legend, potentially completing 20 seasons with the organization.
Meanwhile, Arenado begins his tenure in Arizona. The Diamondbacks acquired him at a steep discount, receiving $31 million in salary retention, meaning they pay just $11 million for his 2 remaining years.
Arenado accepted the move, citing his Orange County roots and the close proximity of his family in Arizona. He also noted the appeal of joining a young, talented team.
Shedar. Notably, he rejected a move to Houston, expressing respect for the club but hesitation over the uncertainty surrounding the future departures of Tucker and Bregman.
For Machado, the concern is his physical decline following his elbow surgery. While he's settled into the high 120s WRC plus offensively, his defense is eroding rapidly.
After undergoing flexor tendon reconstruction on his right elbow in late 2023, his outs above average metric dropped dramatically from a strong +10 in 2023 to a negative figure recently. His throwing arm strength remains, but his agility has diminished. His sprint speed now ranks in the bottom 13th percentile of the league. Shedar. An early position change off third base would present a severe complication for San Diego's long-term plan.
Skedar. Despite their diverging paths and recent struggles, their historical greatness is clear. Arenado possesses 10 Gold Gloves and 6 Platinum Gloves.
Machado, utilizing Petco Park as his home stadium, is expected to join Mike Schmidt, Eddie Matthews, Adrian Beltre, and Chipper Jones as the 5th third baseman to reach 450 home runs. Ramirez is on pace to become the 9th player ever to achieve 300 home runs and 300 stolen bases, and potentially only the 2nd player, after Barry Bonds, to reach the 400-400 milestone. Shedar. Arenado at 35, Machado and Ramirez at 33, their future endeavors remain compelling. Interestingly, Arenado, a 2-time participant with Team USA in the WBC, will switch allegiance this year to represent Puerto Rico, honoring his mother's heritage.
Their continued pursuit of history ensures that the conversation about the greatest third baseman will feature these 3 names for decades to come.